Salam Israel. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge started at 1 West 125th Street, New York. I.S.U.P.K today's worldwide commanding General YAHANNA, the only man with the rank and the authority to be Israel's leader at this time. I want to say Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai Barakatam to my brothers, Yahweh Shammai, Latan Basham, Yahweh Shai to my sisters. Wednesday night law class. Alright, we have a bit of uncontrollable disturbance, something that we have no control over. Right now, I have to put up with that until whenever it stops. Alright, now we're going into commandments. Oh, the base of the Israelite statutes, Israelite laws. It really comes from our form from the 10 commandments. In other words, whatever laws, whatever rules the Most High set up, since the 10 commandments has to observe and have to, cannot stray from the 10 commandments. Yeah, another thing that you have to put up with. But the place is hot. Yeah, Jamaica summer, extended summer. All right. Let's go to Deuteronomy 5, reading from 1. Deuteronomy 5, the 10 commandments. And Moses called all Israel and said unto them, Hear, O Israel, the statutes and judgments which I speak in your ears this day, that ye may learn them and keep them and do them. No, you notice how Moses put it. We have to learn them, we keep them, we do them. So, action. It's not a belief thing. Action has to be in this thing. The Lord our God made a covenant with us in Horeb. The Lord made not this covenant with our fathers, but with us, even us, who are all of us here alive this day. That is, those who were alive in Moses' time. Moses is saying, the covenant that we are to observe, it wasn't made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It wasn't made with Jacob's 12 sons, but it was made with those who came out of Egypt. That's what Moses is explaining now. The Lord talked with you face to face on the mount out of the midst of the fire. I stood between the Lord and you at that time to show you the word of the Lord, for ye were afraid by reason of the fire, and went not up into the mount, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. Thou shalt have none other gods before me. So that's the first one. So whatever we do, whatever rules come up, it cannot observe another God but Yahweh for Israel. So if we notice the various prophets that he was sent to us by the Most High, they, all right, one example is when we bring in a high holiday, feast of the one that came about in Maccabees time, when the rededication of the temple. Now, in making that rule, or the other one that was Purim, no new rules cannot be made which observe, and by rules I mean law or statutes, which observe any other God but Yahweh for Israel. Another one. Thou shalt not make thee any graven image. Right, so that's the same thing. Or any likeness, of anything that is in heaven above. So no stars, no moon, no sun, no heavenly body, or that in the earth beneath, or that in the waters beneath the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God. Indeed, the God that we Israelites serve is indeed a jealous God. Yeah, man. If he wasn't jealous, he wouldn't be punishing us so much for going straying into other religions. All right. Well, right. Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. So in other words, the sins are visited upon the generations that come that does not keep the statutes of the Most High. We don't keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. So not doing it means you hate him. Yeah. If you love him, you will do what he says. Christ himself come and say, if you love me, keep my commandments. Verse 10, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep, right, love me and keep my commandments. So if you love God, you keep his commandments. How can you call yourself it's a quote unquote child of God that the Christians love to use, and yet still you do not what the Most High says? The Most High tells us to keep his commandments. You do everything else except keep his commandments. So no man, that one is too hard. So I'm going to judge all the people that we see. But at the same time I go eat anything that I feel to eat. Yeah, you're not, that is not loving God. Loving God is keeping his commandments. Verse 11. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. So you don't just get up and call up the Most High's name in vainly things, mundane things. We use it in this setting in class because the teaching, we have to use it. 12 says, keep the Sabbath day to sanctify it, as the Lord thy God hath commanded thee. So we have to keep the Sabbath. That's a law. 6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. So in the same reverence that you hold for Sunday, I say, I think that's Sunday now. No, I don't mind on my head. You know what? No. Now nobody come here and come call me. I don't want. You know, all the things you do. You don't go to work. You don't even go to buy anything most times. The same that reverence that you give to the Sunday, you know, is the Sabbath, which is on a Saturday, you should be giving it to. The 7th day. 6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. So the 7th day is the 7th day is the Sabbath of Yahweh. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thine ox, nor thine ass, nor any of thy cattle. So it's a day that you are commanded to take rest. Nor thy stranger that is within thy gates, that thy manservant and thy maidservant may rest as well as thou. So seeing like how you taking a rest, your oxen, your servants, the other business should be closed on the Sabbath. All the things that you would do in the week to earn goes to rest on the Sabbath. 15 says, and remember that thou wast a servant in the land of Egypt, and that the Lord thy God brought thee out thence through a mighty hand and by a stretched out arm. Therefore the Lord thy God commanded thee to keep the Sabbath day. Because when we were in Egypt, we weren't getting any rest. Just like now. Just like this Egypt. We're not getting any rest. But the difference this time is that even though you are in Egypt again, you have the law, statutes, and commandments. For the most, I don't have to come to anybody with any burning bush. It doesn't need any burning bush to attract the attention of Commander General GEN.YAHANNA. He already did so with the scriptures, the Bible, and whatever it was from the UPK that grasped his attention. And each of us the same thing. So the burning bush comes in many forms. The Most High doesn't need to come send down his angel to say, I'm going to lead my people out of this land, and then by your hand or through you. Scripture is here alone. Bible is here. Uh, 16. Right, so any rules that we're going to set up has to observe the Sabbath. Honor thy mother, thy father, and thy mother, as the Lord thy God hath commanded you, that thy days may be prolonged, and that it may go well with thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. So all the things, anything where that, like, let's say we decide to get prosperous now, and we are in business, running some nice big business. This doesn't change. Honoring your mother and father does not change. Running that nice big successful business, if you are so lucky, thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. So that because you have some money and you can take care of your neighbor's wife, you're going to help your neighbor with his wife sexually. These are commanded by the Most High. You must kill, you must commit adultery. I must steal. Don't thief. You can't thief for your neighbor, it doesn't look good on you, for one, and you deprive others by doing that. Neither shalt thou bear false witness against. No, this one, wow, this is how a lot of our brothers in places like the States go to jail, go to prison without doing anything. Esau bearing false witness against him. So in other words, the judge see evidence that you commit a crime and you did not. So in other words, they call it falsifying evidence. Or that evidence forms the witness against you. But the Most High says, thou shalt not find me. It says, you must commit adultery. And then 21 it says, neither shalt thou desire thy neighbor's wife, neither shalt thou covet thy neighbor's house, his field, or his manservant, or his maidservant, his ox, his ass, or anything that is thy neighbor. So and he's telling us straight up, don't bad mind. Don't get bad mind against your brother. And your neighbor is not necessarily the person who lives beside you. Your neighbor is your Israelite brother and sister. And that Israelite today is Black, Hispanic, and Native American. Don't covet them. Don't bear false witness against their wife, his field, his manservant, his maidservant, his ass, or anything that is. That's what caused war. Looking over the fence. Alright, 22. These words the Lord spake unto all your assembly in the mount out of the midst of the fire, of the cloud, and of the cloud and of the thick darkness with a great voice. And he added no more. And he wrote them in 2 tables of stone and delivered them unto me. And it came to pass, when he heard the voice out of the midst of the darkness, for the mountain did burn with fire, that he came near unto me, even all the edge of your tribes and your elders. And he said, behold, the Lord our God hath showed us his glory, his voice out of the midst of the fire. We have seen this day that God doth talk with man, and he liveth. So there is a testimony from our foreparents that the God that we serve is alive. It's not something, it's not the cobblestone, it's not the cross that you bow yourself to, it's not cedar bush here that you hold so solemn to you, it's not the Christmas tree, but the God that we serve is alive. Now therefore, why should we die? For this great fire will consume us. If we hear the voice of the Lord our God anymore, then we shall die. For who is there, while you were there with Moses, listening to the voice of the Most High God, you start to say, yeah, what? When you listen to them for their voice anymore, over there, so I'm going to leave. What, whatever you say that he says, we will believe you. Anything you tell that thing, so we believe you. That's what they say. Now, therefore, why should we die? For this great fire will consume us. If we hear the voice of the Lord our God anymore, we shall die. Then we shall die. For who is there of all flesh that hath heard the voice of the living God speaking out of the midst of the fire, as we have, and lived? Go down near and hear all that the Lord our God shall say. And speak thou unto us all that the Lord our God shall speak unto thee, and we will hear it and do it. Right, this is what we said that to Moses. You go on up there in the boss, because if we turn upon this to this voice, we are dead. So you go on, whatever you, and we will hear it and do it. Whatever the Most High speak to you, you tell me, we'll hear it, we'll listen. Verse 28. And the Lord heard the voice of your words when he spake unto me. And the Lord said unto me, I have heard the voice of the words of this people, which they have spoken unto thee. They have well said all that they have spoken. Oh, that there were such an heart in them, that they would fear me. Oh, so at the time when we were listening to the voice, fear came over us. We got afraid. And the Most High said, yeah, they have said, well said, yeah. Truth them talking. If only they had the heart, like they are speaking now. And you know, we always have to, but God know we are. Of course, God know we are. That's why I know that we are such a wicked and sinful people against Him. Broke every law. Where are we now? Oh, that there were such an heart in them that they would fear me and keep all my commands. Their children forever. Go, say to them, get you into your tents again. But as for thee, stand thou here by me, and I will speak unto thee all the commandments, and the statutes, and the judgment, which thou shalt teach them, that they may do them in the land which I give them to possess it. Ye shall observe to do therefore as the Lord your God hath commanded you. Ye shall not turn aside to the right hand or to the left. So is that you should not overdo it and you should not do it. Just stay on the path. Ye shall walk in all the ways which the Lord your God hath commanded you, that ye may live, and that it may be well with you, and that ye may prolong your days in the land which ye shall possess. For the Most High set his laws We couldn't follow him. Couldn't oh my word, boy. This music was playing so soft. Just as I start, DJ start. The greatest commandment. All right. So, what's the difference now with that Egypt and this? Outside of the fact that we already have the law, statutes, and commandments, we find ourselves right back in the same hole. And what do you think putting us in hole that we fear, we feel to reverence the Most High as we should. If you should speak to our let's call them scholars, those blacks that we today call scholars, you speak to them about the laws, what they tell you. So, man, a long time something that man, that done with. They will tell you, and some won't say it, but they will tell you that if they are going to be truthful, they tell them, boy, you know, the white man run things today, you know, if you do anything, you don't know, say, more why you. So out of the fear of getting into a war with Esau, because we are keeping the law. We just don't keep it. As head, the Pope, now he's talking about this banning the Bible, removing the Bible. It's an outdated book now, ancient outdated book, when the Bible can never be outdated. So many things in the Bible haven't come to pass and is fulfilled. Revelation, no matter what Revelation speaks against it. Anyway, we shall do some research into that, which is it. Alright. Deuteronomy 6 and 1. Now these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments which the Lord your God commanded to teach you, that ye might do them in the land whither ye go to possess it, that thou might fear the Lord thy God, to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command thee, thou and thy son, and thy son's son, all the days of thy life, and that thy days is us men who always, do you read the scripture? It's the men who is always falling short. Not the woman, the woman in our society does not hold any sway of power. Yeah. We have no female queen. We have no queen. We have kings. We don't have queens. We have princess. And even our princess does not have any political power or power over anything, over the temple. So that's why the Most I put here so that we should teach, command thee thou and thy son, and thy son's son, all the days of thy life, that thy days may be prolonged. So the onus is on us men to be righteous in the sight of the Most High. Daughters have to be righteous, but to keep the nation, that's us. Hear, O Israel, that it may be well with the Lord God of thy fathers hath promised thee in the land that floweth with milk and honey. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord, and thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart. Why can't we say with all thine heart? Is that it's like, all right, think of you having brother or brothers being in the truth. You come every day with Canada one can, yeah, going camp, no coward, and so on and so. And when you find yourself by yourself, what do? You smoke a blunt. You're going to lay down with a whore. You follow your parents to church. That's not loving the Most High with all your heart. With all your heart means that all the things that are wrong, you should find it disgusting. It should be disgusting. You should to be doing anything that is not of the Most High and its scriptures. Right, with all thine heart and with all thy soul and with all thy might, no reservation. Like they're saying, why, I got class, in Canada one corner, and yeah, I'm in the vibe, but I have to reserve some of the strength, because suppose it not work, suppose it fail, those things, yeah, most I don't want to suppose nothing. Come in the truth, do it with no doubt, no fear. I remember somebody once said to me, why, they always, when you're in them groups, they always strike the head and scatter the body. Yeah. But we know the God we have to know the God we serve. I know that. Now, it doesn't go like that, and it's not gonna go like that. Verse 7, and thou shalt teach them, sorry, verse 6, and these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. So in other words, these become action unto you. Just like how Christmas and Easter becomes like action unto you. Even persons who don't go to church ask you, "Wow, where my Christmas present? Or where my bun and cheese at Easter?" But in the same way, we should be doing the Most High's commandment. That when it reach the times of the high holy day, we say, what happened? Aren't we going to fast? Aren't we going to be dwelling in tents? That Feast of Tabernacle, by the way, one that is coming up. Or a sign upon thine hand, the thing you're doing, all that you do must be doing these commandments. So you're not saying one thing and doing something else. And they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes. Put them in there so like a headlamp. Meaning what? Even your very thoughts must be from these commandments. So don't leave class and, say, one piece of shrimp to eat, one piece of lobster. Maybe a lobster expensive something. One piece of shrimp, one piece of pork. Nah, must be in your thought. So much so that you find sinning disgusting. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand, front of between, and thou shalt write them upon the post of thy house and on thy gate. So this is, thank you. You live the commandments when you go through the gate and when you're going in your house, when you're in your house. That's what it's telling you. You don't mean literally that you're going to write it. Write them by your house, post of your house, and write at the gate. You go to your gate and you go out from your yard, you live in it. You come home, you live in it. And it shall be when the Lord thy God shall have brought thee into the land which he sware unto thy father, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give thee great which thou buildest not. Oh, promising us to take cities, which of course we did. And so we know that when he said we're going to take it again, we know that we're going to do it. And houses full of all good things which thou feelest not, and wells digged which thou diggest not, vineyards and olive trees which thou planted not, when thou shalt have eaten and be full. Then beware, lest thou forget the Lord, which we are always doing. We pray, oh God, in this distress, and by the time the distress, they get out the distress, you don't remember about God again. Don't remember anything about God. Which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt from the. Thou shalt fear, all right, so this other one now say, thou shalt fear the Lord thy God and serve him, and shalt swear by his name. Ye shall not go after other gods, of the gods of the people which are round about you. So the Most High knows that, yeah, the other, because when the land that we were going in, these nations that were run about, they had gods made of gold, made of wood, plated with gold, made of wood with gold chain and all kind of thing on it. Pretty them. And then you go and bow yourself to it. So he's telling you, don't do it. Lest the anger of the Lord thy God be kindled against thee and destroy thee from off the face of the earth. So what that is saying? Destroy from off the face of the earth, meaning that to cease to be a nation, we don't exist anymore as a people. Can you imagine where the Most High is saying, the Most High made us a nation, and then because many nations have vanished from off the earth. Many nations have vanished from off the earth. Many nations that once read about to old and Sian, there are those people. That was a nation. All right, it's raining now. Nation gone. But guess what? We were a nation. We gone to the original Egyptian gone. Assyrian gone. So he's saying that you shall not go after other gods, of the gods of the people which are round about you, lest the anger of the Lord thy God be kindled against you and destroy you from off the face of the earth. So it's not that everybody going dead would die, but all of us would cease being a nation. Eventually we would die out because that's what Esau planning on. And if the Most High is not with us, it will happen. So, and as you know, there have been many attempts to wipe us from being a people. 16, I'll follow this. Deuteronomy 6 and 16. Ye shall not tempt the Lord your God as ye tempted in Massa. Yeah, like when he brought us out of bondage and then we make golden calf and Israel, you your God, but food. That's like a big slap in the face. Verse 17. Ye shall diligently keep the commandments of the Lord your God, and his testimonies, and his statutes, which he hath commanded thee. All right, so all these statutes, like he gave us the 10 Commandments written in stone tables of stone, gave it to Moses. It's been kept in the, we call it the Ark of the Covenant. So from these 10 Commandments, other statutes were made. Like, for instance, you neighbors ask found out that it was you, they have to restore it, how many phones, right? So all these are statutes. All these statutes encircle the commandments. The statutes cannot break the commandment. So in other words, the statute can't tell us, well, if a neighbor do steal from you, then you should go and steal back from him. Statute can't tell you that, right? Because the stealing is wrong. So it can't be telling you to go and steal. So 17 says, ye shall diligently, hey, on that one, in your heart. Ye shall diligently keep the commandments of the Lord, your God, and his testimonies, and his statutes, which he hath commanded thee. 80. And thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of the Lord, that it may be well with thee. Right. So for things to be well with us is the opposite of what is happening to us now. It's not well with us. Many of our people goes to bed hungry, not by choice. There are those who choose not to cook or whatever. But I'm going to bed today now. I'm hungry now. I'm not cook nothing. Different scenario. Oh, you do it. I see. That's that's by choice. But there are those who wish they had a powder flour to just cook the dumpling alone, or a powder rice. They would just cook the rice alone and eat it and go and sleep. How you doing? The DJ in our inquiry. From morning. It's a all day thing. They stop us. Look for that. Right. So the Most High is telling us what to do in order for it. You see, the thing is, if I notice you listen to some people, they tell you, especially this Esau's race can tell you, they give you, what they call them again? There's a name they call, it's a power talk, really, motivational speaking, right? And they tell you, for, for you, how their way of you prospering, come up with a plan, right? Write the business plan. You get, if you need loan and you work and you work, you wake up early and you work, and they tell you, boy, you can't give up. This is how you'll set the way to prosperity. You have heard it before. To get where you want to be. But that's not how it is in the Bible. The Most High set it in the Bible for us, how we prosper, how we get where we want to be. Not by writing business plan. What? Why? Just to take this up this thing. Really? long? That's so not right. What I'm doing. Yeah, but this is working. This one is working. Stream's still running here. I don't know what to do to. Yeah, I can start another one, but I don't know what caused it to cut off. Oh, second one. Welcome back. Facebook just nabbed the video, just cut off. I don't know why. I wonder if it denies you. If you some uncontrollable noise or uncontrollable music that you have no control over. All right. When we just start those persons DJing or whatever. Like this now is music, and you might not, if you don't have the rights, they might Facebook think it's you playing the music. Yes, and your video gets flagged. So let me be clear, we have no rights to the music that you're hearing in the background. Not only do we have no rights, we have no control. We have no control of it. Oh my Lord. I get a fight from the very people, I get a fight from the system, which is the, what's that? You don't say? Hmm? Or is not within our bounds? Okay. All right. So starting back on 17, ye shall diligently keep the command. Why don't we think the most I said you shall diligently do it? What does it mean by diligently? Hmm? I'll check this one. or spelling.
DELI. Oh, DI.
That's what is diligent in all dictionaries.
Oh, hardworking.
It means hardworking.
Showing care and effort.
Right, showing care and effort. So you got to put some effort in keeping these commandments. Meaning, somebody might do something in there, brother might do something, and I say, oh, kill him if you kill him. And then you remember that the Most High says, thou shalt not kill. And I say, all right. I got to pray about it instead. I'm not going through this thought. All right. But even outside of that, you take care in the things you do, which you know can, for instance, the things you eat. You go into a your dog, there's your rat, until it's a chicken. I was shocked to find out that they have meat flavorings. Yes, chicken flavor.
Yes, guys, we not do that.
No man, never that it make for. But you can flavor another meat to taste like chicken. So you cook rat. You can cook the rat there and put the chicken flavor in on it or the beef flavor. And you don't know it's rat. And it tastes and you say, good God. It tastes so much like chicken, but I eat it. And you think a chicken breast. And it's no such thing. These people are, well, they don't want you to wake up, so they will give you, you know, if I even eat at a Chinese restaurant, I avoid the meat that I doubt. Best thing, but if I don't eat there, I haven't ate there in ages now, since I find out how devious they are, and they take it for a joke. Sakura is Japanese, but it's all Jakes working in that one. Jakes working that one. But I am so mindful of eating from these people who eat any nastiness. Because you know how they look at it? They say, me better than you, me have more money than you, and me I eat the nastiness. And the nastiness, they can't have it. You know, that's how they justify it within themselves. So that you know better than me, and me I eat it. So you know can't eat it. So they give it to you. And by giving it to you, you are not being diligent in keeping your commandments. Also, the holidays, like the Bible tells you that this one is what 15th day, second month, something like that, seventh month, or the most time. So you now being diligent have to check, know how to check for yourself, which is what mean the UPK does, and come up with the holidays chart. It tell you like for the day of atonement, it tell you begins at sundown. Now, Esau tell her that the day begin when? No? 12 o'clock in the night.
Um,
12 o'clock, a minute after 12, they are in a new day. So the day begins, the new day begins right in the middle of the darkness. But so that means now, if you are going, if you are going to be 11:59, but the new started from sundown. When the sun go down, you are in a new day. But you mixing up your holidays with Esau's thing, and you say, all right, are you go now and you take it and you say, all right, the new day start. This fast start when the sun when daylight. Not understanding and making the effort to understand what the Most High is was meant by um, the way we should keep it. And then we go on and say, God knows my heart with your carelessness. It doesn't work like that. But the Most High is telling you to be diligent. He shall diligently keep the commandment of the Lord of God and his testimonies and his statutes, which he hath commanded thee. 18. And thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of the Lord. What is right and good in the sight of God? In the sight of good, what is right and what, in the sight of God, what is right and good? Hmm? What? It is law, statutes, and commandments. That's what is revelation, and thou shalt do what is right and good in the sight of the Lord, that it may be well with thee. And again, being things being well with us don't mean that we have a job working for Esau or some other Edom. We have a job, we have a nice car, we have a house. For you, these are like, that's not what is meant by being with you. You are a servant here, and you were not called to a life of servitude. We are supposed to govern ourselves. When we are governing ourselves, it is well with us. And that down Jerusalem is our home, not Africa. 19. To cast out all thine enemies from before thee, as the Lord hath spoken. And when thy son asketh thee in time to come, saying, what mean the testimonies and the statutes and the judgment which the Lord our God hath commanded thee? Then thou shalt say unto thy son, we were Pharaoh's bondmen in Egypt, and the Lord brought us out of Egypt with a mighty hand. And the Lord showed signs and wonders great and sore upon Egypt, upon Pharaoh, and upon all his household before our eyes. So you see, when you say keeping testimony, you see my explain to you what you should tell our children. Tell them about us being Pharaoh's bondmen in each household before our eyes. And he brought us out from thence, that he might bring us in to give us the land which he sware unto our fathers. And the Lord commanded us to do all these statutes, to fear the Lord our God for good, for our good always, that he might preserve us alive as it is at is big. So we're in that covenant with the Most High, which requires not just from me, but not just from me or the generation now that I'm in, but generation to come, generation to come, generation to come. We're expected to keep them, not just the present generation that we're in, but all the generation to come, so that prosperity will prolong, that we may have that generation was by war. For each generation a threat to them, they seek to warn them, to impose sanction on them, anything it takes to put them down because they are a threat to their future generation. But for us, we don't need to do that. All we need to do is keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High.
But if you want to,
You mean war with each other? Yeah, civil war. I mean, it was in the same country as a matter of fact. I remember World War I and World War II, that it was civil war, like Europe civil war. Who were they fighting?
that's what I said. It's what I said.
White one fighting white one. Nations will say, I have to go to work tomorrow, and I have to do this and I have to do that. But the most I tell you that for you to prosper, you should seek first his kingdom. Christ tell you that. Seek first the kingdom of God, and then everything else will come to you. So your prosperity is not in the school or the university degree that you have. Your prosperity is in, as an Israelite, your prosperity is in keeping the commandments of the Lord. Your prosperity is not in the work that you are doing now. And Milton was a town which was probably 80%, yeah, there was approximately 80% black owned, and how much percent black owned is it now? Probably less than 10. And all those black men in the past time, they prospered in their time, prospered in the sense that they made money and were able to send their children to school. But the generational wealth now, the next generation to come and build on them, they did not teach their children to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. So this is the business. That people is not in the thing that you are doing now, and to say we are diligently doing the business that you are in. The prosperity is in, yes, you do that, but the prosperity is in keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. That is all the thing that you do that feeds you, that is all that get to prosper. Your son get it and it grow. Your son get it and it grow. Understand? Alright. So for instance, the Bush family. The Bush family, they're oil tycoons. The Bush, the son, his father, the son, everything was war, like when we just came out of Egypt and he said, one utterly that destroy a nation and take away everything of them. Don't let none alive, not even baby. Most I send us to do things like that. But when it comes to true prosperity for us, it's not the same thing as other nation, and this is where we always fall short. We always look on the other nation and believing that it's what they are doing now that is making. They say they work within a certain time, and they go to wherever it is that they are staying, and they don't see them on the road after work or anything like that. And you look and say, no, you don't admire these people. They just work and they go and they take their rest and they go and they work. Their slaves, by the way. Yes, prisoners. They bring prisoners with them for labor. They're going to pay them as much as they will pay you. But we not knowing all of that. We look around believing that this is what you need to do to prosper. You just need to keep the laws. And when you do that, you find that the thing that you are doing that feeds you even become easier. You don't even have to fight so hard because the Lord is with you. Once we get Yahweh to be with us, other people, things for us become easier. Not so the other nation. They have to work their ass off. So we see that now and we say, yes, why we go foreign and we get 2 jobs, 3 jobs. We work with our ass off. But at the end of the day, what you have to be the children, right? You might so stand the children. The moment your eyes close is what? You either go to waste or if they are sensible of them saying, all right, we're going to sell it. They sell it and split the money. They're right back at square one. Sure you, the house, so let's say the house for argument's sake value 18 million. Sure you, that's what, 6 million a piece. You know how easy that done? You know how easy $6 million finish? Easy, easy. So because of that now you can copy them. They should be looking at us because when we were in west coast of Africa, and we should be um, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. We start following Ishmael, Mohammed, with his foolishness and his cover stone, and the majority of us were Muslims. That was how the Moors in Europe became Muslims. And then those of us who were Christians, some of us start conform to, some did not. Well, the majority did not. But they weren't, we weren't keeping the eye holidays. And most I said, well, right, them have to become slavery. And we did went into slavery. But the most I telling us to be diligent in keeping his commandments. Read 24 again. And the Lord commanded us to do all these statutes, to fear the Lord our God for our good always, that he might preserve us alive, as it is at this day. 25. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our God, as he hath commanded us. So this is the commandment. That is righteousness. Righteousness is not doing what your pastor tell you. Meaning that he might be telling you that, oh, the laws are done away with, and you're listening to him. And, oh, sister so and so and brother so and so, they are righteous people. They are here every Sunday. They always have the Bible in their hand. And anything I ask them to do, they're always here and ready and willing to do what is asked of them. Yeah. To them, that's righteousness. But to the Most High, righteousness is keeping His laws, statutes, and commands. So who you follow? Follow the Most High. That's how we keep getting nabbed. And the nation. All right. Today is an extraordinary day when this this starts. Of a disturbance and things. Anyway, I just said it. So, yeah. Yeah, that's okay. All right, with that we say a margin means to stand to the east, say the Lord's Prayer. Lord's Prayer. Have an hour. Shabbat Shemaya. Kodash. Haya. Shanta. Yahawa. Malak Rasta. Tava. Batazaka. Haya. Aisha. Barakaza. Kau. Haya. Bashapaya. Naka. Lanawa. Lakan. Kal. Yawan. Wasalak Lanawa. Kawam Wat now. Kasalak now. Kawam Wat ya now. Wala. Taya. Lakan. Amalakwa. Anala. English, all Father, which art in heaven. It does in and it is in heaven. What is the available and forgive us for debts, and we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. The thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Nakan lang, kalmakana, wakalmadan, nakan, nakahan, amatagayan, nakan, lakwayan, lahakwayan, matyan, akan, iwakawa, atamaya, natarasha, rashamya washaya, tawara an. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh, please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. For to cleanse the leper. For to raise the dead. For against unclean food. For the curses. And all things evil. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh, listen to us now, right now. Send evil and curses, and punishment and destruction, and death to the evil that speak against us, their prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers and the spirit, send evil and curses, and punishment and destruction, and shaking with the pocket of the rich of Israel, and shaking that refuse to give to the spirit, force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary, send evil and curses, and punishment and destruction, and death to the Edomite, and the nation, and their drug dealer, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the government of our enemies, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Book of Stone, Aryan Nation, Skinhead, Posse Comitazi, the Gay Movement, the Lesbian Movement, Spy, Workers of Witchcraft, NASA Space Program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channel, and the radio channel, convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift death to all the evil that stand in the way, or try to stop us from by casting your words. Throw the banner to come against America and destroy them in their strongholds. Let America shake at the hand of the terrorists. Let Yahweh, Micah, and Gabriel come down with flying saucers and kill all the evil that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at their crown to always say it. But it is similar to the future, teach their food, Majum, Shabbat, Washing Shabbat Papa. One courteous hello to the sisters, first please stand. To the sisters, Majum, Shabbat, Barak, sisters, it's slightly wrong. Yahweh Shema is a time by Shem Yahweh. Yeah, the